Grab your hooks and let's get inspired for the love of crochet. I'm Caroline and I have a lovely lineup here for you today. I have quite a lot to share with you. A few whips, a few finished objects, and some lovely inspiration, but as well as a recommendation. Not even crochet related, but I just thought I'd share. Okay, so I know we're anxious to see. However, I just want to share with you from my previous podcast. Thank you all for joining me. And if you're new here, I am doing a bunny lineup. I'm making every bunny pattern I own. I'm a little burnt out on bunnies, but I think I'll keep one going every podcast. So for that last one I was working on, still not a hit with me, and the body, I mean, this looks ridiculous. I can't finish it. And the amount of rows and frustration that I'm going through with the shaping of this thing is just not happy with it. So I'm just gonna, frog it and take my stuffing back and get my yarn back, because this yarn was fabulous and I want to use it for another bunny pattern or even a teddy bear, but I want to get my yarn back. So, and it frogs like a dream. I've mentioned that before. So that is one. Oh, look at that yarn. Oh, it's so okay. So for my second finished, that was a failure. So now we're on to the finished objects. I have mentioned this bunny pattern before, and it is called Baby Cake, I think. And she is adorable. Now, I've showed you the bunny before in a previous podcast. I found this matching button, and this is her little snuggle blanket. I really like the snuggle blanket. I like the detailing on it. I know it's getting kind of blown out a little. But I never did make the little clothes. So you can take this off, goes over her ears, and she has this little tutu. I call it a tutu. I don't know what they call it in the pattern. But this pattern comes with this. It comes with a ruffle around the neck here. I never do that because it seems so fiddly and tight and hard to do. And then it has her little bunny tail. And I wanted to make this to be able to come off. Somebody purchased this, so I wanted to finish the pattern. So I found this yarn. This is Karen Simply Soft, and then this is a mystery yarn that I just loved because of all the variegation and color. But I had never made the other extra pieces, and since I sold her, I wanted to make sure that she had her extra pieces when I gift her up. So here is the little button, and you just button her up, and she's got her little snuggle blanket. I really liked this one until that bunny right there, the one in yellow, stole the spot. This was my number one bunny pattern, and that one in yellow overalls stole the spot, and that one's named as Pumpkin, and that's in a previous video. So yes, this is my finished little bunny with all her accessories, and she's so cute. I really love this one. Very easy, very little rows. And so that is super sweet and special, and I can't wait to gift it to that person and send it over. But in the process of making that, I had a couple of failures. I was using this yarn. Gosh, that sun. It's super fluffy, and I don't remember the name of it. I only had one ball, and it just wasn't long enough. So I'm going to hold on to it, and then maybe if I make a smaller bunny, I can use it as well as part of the snuggle blanket. But this was a failure. And then I tried this Dollar Tree one that I had because I thought, oh, this would be perfect for it. This little snuggle blanket, it has all these little puffs. I don't think Dollar Tree sells this anymore, but when I put her in, I just didn't think it went well as her snuggle blanket. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think it goes good? I'm thinking I'll just make a different bunny and maybe it'll be, it just doesn't seem like it fits. I think the white one fits better. So those are a couple of failures, but I'm going to keep them because I know I'll make this pattern again. Now for the big reveal. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice! Oh my goodness. Look at this. Dun, dun, dun. I loved making this. Now, this is not for the faint of heart, okay? There's a lot of sewing and color changes going on. A lot of color changes going on here. However, my absolute favorite thing on this pattern were the eyes. I loved it. I had a little bit of a hard time trying to get the shaping of this because your girl doesn't sew that well. I had a hard time shaping the mouth. But I loved this pattern. Now, I did my own colors because this is Beetlejuice inspired. So you could see the little X's, see the bunny tail. Oh, I just loved it. And then the color changing happened back here. I'm all right with that. I think it's fantastic. What do you think? What do you think of my Beetlejuice bunny? Now, this is a design by Lennutas. She's on Etsy. And let me just show you. This is the pattern, right? It comes with this bunny. It comes with these three, but I only did the bunny. And I think I did a fantastic job. As you can tell, they used blue and pink. I used hot pink and green. So, and that is the reason for my green nails. But I want to show you, I hope, maybe I'll take it out of this little plastic here. She has some great patterns that I think you will love. Okay, so these look like the Among Us characters, but they have different themes. And these are Among Us characters, but as you can see, there's a Minion, a Mickey Mouse, and I can't tell what this one is. And then more here, and then we have superhero ones down here. And then she also has like these things, and this pillows. Oh, and this, look at this Halloween set here. Got a Frankenstein's monster, another monster creature, and a pumpkin one. And they all have that Among Us type shaping. But I also own this pattern. And this pattern she had entered into, oh gosh, I can't remember, but it was a contest. I don't think she won, but she got high up there. And it's called the Dabbling Red Panda. So she has a lot of great patterns on Etsy, some unique things going on. So if you're interested, that is where I found her. She is Lennutas. It's kind of hard to see her name on here. But that is where I got the pattern from. Really like her pattern design. Like I said, I really loved the eyes. I love this detail of this, you know, like stitching. The only thing I didn't do was there's stitching on that second ear, but I just felt like it was so much black. I didn't want to put it on, but I'm not sure, but I think it's pretty good. Okay, so yes, that is the pattern by Lennutas. Fantastic. I really loved it. My husband really liked it. He said, oh, I can just see everyone wanting one of these. Yeah, and it fits the season, you know? Okay, so I used a 3.75 hook, and this is a 4-weight yarn. So this was from my scrap bin. All of this was scrap yarn, so I'm really excited about that as well. I'm down to my 50s. I started in my 90s for the scrap bin, and now I'm down to the 50s. So I'm excited. Okay, so I have 3 WIPs for you. One, I'm I'm all excited. I'm always excited. At least I'm not disappointed, you know? Look at this little cutie. This is orange, but the sun is just blaring right now. It's a very bright orange. It doesn't look as bright there. This is going to be Teddy in pajamas. So hopefully he'll be finished next, maybe by Wednesday. I'm using a 2.75 hook, and I have a handy dandy ruler if you want to see how tall he is. Okay, so his body is coming up to about 9 inches. Yeah, his body is coming up to about 9 inches. And then I haven't finished making the head, but I've started on it, and I'm using this Shepshez Soft Fun. So this is going to be his head. And then I'm using this Soft Fun Shepshez yarn to finish that. And look at my lovely bag I made. This fall themed one. I have a tutorial on how to make this, so just FYI. I'll link it. It doesn't get very much love, but I'm a beginning sewer, but I can make those bags. Anyways, this is going to be cute, and I don't have a picture of what he'll look like done, so it'll be a nice reveal on what he'll look like when I show him Wednesday. But he is called Teddy in Pajamas, I believe, on Etsy. It is a paid-for pattern. Oh, but I did print this. So I mentioned in my last podcast that if you're a designer, it would be super cool for you to include a coloring page so that, like, let's say we didn't want to choose the colors that were in the design like I have with this one where I choose my own colors. And then the same thing with the Teddy in Pajamas. She actually did use orange and white, but it just so happened that I really wanted to make this a Christmas bear because look at the hat. I wanted to give him a Christmas hat. But I didn't have Christmas colors in that Soft Fun Shepshez. And so I had orange and I had white. So he ended up being the exact same colors that she had put in her picture. And I just thought, well, you know, it fits the season. Orange is part of the season. He's on the shelf now. So he sits wonderfully as well, my Beetlejuice bunny. So he's pretty cool. I like him a lot. Okay, and so I'm using a 2.75 for that, and that Soft Fun Shepshez, which is like a cotton, very thin cotton. Now on to my second WIP. I have mentioned this one before, and I had set it all aside, and I just hadn't started it because I started my bunny hop where I'm doing all my bunny patterns. But I wanted to make this. Again, I think it fits with the season. Very sexy sweater top. So I really wanted to make that, and I have it in a very beautiful color, and I have started it. And I'm using 3.25 hook, and here is that beginning because it's a top-down sweater. Ooh, you know, so it fits over the head, and yeah, I've started it. So we'll see how that goes. This is not a very easy pattern, but maybe it is. It's just because you can't really count your stitches, and you know, I'm guessing at where to put things, so in that sense it's not very beginner friendly. But, I'm going to give it a try and hopefully it works out for the best, and we'll see how it goes. If not, I'll pick another one. And I definitely want to try that again even if I fail. So that is my WIP. This is a bag from Amazon, a very lovely big zipper. It's got 2 feeding holes and 2 feeding holes on this side for your yarn, and you can just, hold it and crochet. It's awesome. So that is one. Now for the third WIP. Okay, so many people commented on that donut book. It is a beginner-friendly book. However, I even struggled with it, mainly because I'm not reading it. You're supposed to read your patterns before you start them. I don't do that. And I am working on this one. And had I read the pattern and gave it a little more thought, I would not be in the little mishap I'm in. So if you get this book, it is beginner friendly. The pattern is very simple. So it tells you to start with a basic donut pattern. And the basic donut pattern is in the beginning of the book, and they're all the same. So you work it up. You save a tail for your beginning and you save a tail for your end, either one. You're going to stuff this and then sew it in. It's going to be done. However, before I stuff it, I'm going to need to put eyes in this one. So for that particular Triceratops donut, you have the basic donut pattern, and then they also provide you with an icing top. And usually the icing top is the one that you decorate. The icing top is the one that you decorate. See this little edging here? So I stuffed the middle donut and sealed it all up. But because this has a top, I can decorate the top and then sew it on all around, and that will be done. But with this pattern, there is no icing top. So I have to make sure to put my eyes in first before I stuff it, because, I have access to the inside to put the safety eyes on. And then I attach this to the back. So it's an icing frill back is what they called it. So that's going to be my dinosaur. However, I just want to share with you also that on Etsy, there is someone selling these felt eyes that are very tiny, and I love it because they are small enough. They are small enough to fit on a tiny amigurumi. So the eyes that I used for this donut pattern is roughly the same size as this. They're very tiny. And I'm really happy I found that, because had I already stuffed this and, couldn't put the safety eyes in, I can very easily make these the eyes. And so I will share those down below too. I'm really happy with them, and all you do is glue them on, hot glue them on, and it will be great. So I'm excited I got those little tiny ones. She calls them micro eyes, micro felt eyes. I love those. I love getting those felt eyes. They really come in handy sometimes, and they have so much style because they have glitter and all kinds of fun colors, and shaping and designs. Okay, now on to my recommendation. Not crochet related, but if you notice these nails, this is not a color I use. I don't even do my nails, but this polish is magnificent. It's called Revlon Ultra HD Sport. No, Ultra HD Snap. And I got it in these 2 colors. They were for my daughter because, these are fun colors. But I decided to try on the green for my Beetlejuice bunny over there. And I thought, oh, it's festive. I'm going to try it. But this stuff is great. I am horrible at doing nails, and all the polishes chip immediately as soon as I wash a dish. I have scrubbed toilets, bathrooms, showers, washed many dishes since I've applied this, and look at that. No chipping on the left. However, on the right, the one that I do the most, I got one little chip on this finger, and you can't even tell. And there's some slightly drawing away. This one has done the amount of scrubbing, but this stuff works great. It goes on, and I mean, I've had this on for a few days, and that's the amount of chipping I've gotten with lots of cleaning. So I'm just wanted to give you that recommendation in case you like doing your nails. Revlon Ultra HD Snap, and I found mine at CVS or something. You know what though? I have a crochet book that I want to share with you. And I think she's popular on Etsy. I didn't look it over before I did this. However, I got this book a long time ago, and it is by Lana Choi, and like I said, it's by Lana Dolls, and I think maybe she has an Etsy shop. I could have sworn that's where I found this book, or her Instagram. Well, I got this book, but it's not in US terms, and it's not in UK terms. I think she wanted to make it easy or create this. I think she wanted to create a symbols so that, I mean, even though we already have a symbols, but I want to say that these are not the symbols that we see in graphs today. Okay, so here's some of the patterns that are in this book. A cactus, bears. I don't think the younger crowd's going to know what these are for, but they're for your hot water bottles. Some robots. Lion, bear, elephant. Okay, so she wants to give symbols to the basic crochet stitches. And I just want to say, I don't know, are these regular? Is the circle the basic chain stitch? Is the X a single crochet? This symbol is for back loop only. And so she has all these symbols for everything you're supposed to do. But I'm just, you see this fish looking symbol? That means single crochet increase. And this one that has a C with an X, that means back post single crochet. And so I'm going to have to try and decipher all those symbols in order to make a pattern. Okay, so this is Wacky Bear, and his nose, I kind of like it. They put this little button on the tip like it's pointing up, so I really like that. Anyways, this was the pattern for the bear, so I thought, okay, maybe I'll try it for something small. Something simple, right? It's easy, looks like one piece. And I tried to start deciphering it, and I just, you know what? I can't read that. I can't read it, and I don't want to do all that work. So this was a bummer. Now she does have an Etsy, and she actually has a Wizard of Oz collection. And I wonder if those patterns on Etsy are the same. But anyway, I'm totally bummed because I really want to make some of these patterns, but I'm going to have to try and decipher all of those symbols, rewrite it, and then try it. Here's the patterns. Isn't that neat? I wanted to make the bear. I wanted to make the lion and the elephant. And he has another bear up here, and the robot and the ship. It's a bummer. I don't know what to do with that book. Come back again Wednesday or Sunday. Hit the bell, hit like, hit subscribe. Help me out. Actually, it's free there to subscribe. I know some channels have like little dollar signs at the bottom. That's just like a tip jar, or to join their, I don't know, like membership. But for me, there is no membership. Okay, to hit subscribe costs nothing, actually. It's free. In fact, on everyone, you can hit subscribe and it'll be free. But then there's sometimes some channels will have join, and that means you want to be a part of their secret club, basically. So don't be afraid to hit the subscribe, like, and leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Or if you have any questions, leave them down below. Thanks a lot. Bye.